'Cause just when you least expect it, just what you least expect. Back, baby. Oh, I did feel unease for much of the entire game, really. They finally went ahead 2 touchdowns, and I finally felt a little better. Because even though it's the Rams, the Packers lose to the Rams a lot. Or at least it feels that way to me. I know this because one of my good friends is a Rams fan, and I'm sure he would have let me know if they'd have won. I think he did it last time. Where's that thing for my hair? What happened? Is it 5:59? It is. It's 5:59 p.m. I'm running late. Must be Monday. Man, it's 63 degrees. I wish I were outside. I actually did some yard work on Saturday. Weed pulling, or dead things pulling. I don't know if there are weeds or not. I did know that they shouldn't be around in the yard anymore, so I filled a bag with them. I filled 2 50-gallon bags with weeds and tree-like things, and I used to try to pull those out of the ground, but after almost giving myself a hernia on one of them, I decided from then on I would just prune the root as far beneath the ground as I cared to, and then just kind of leave it there, and it would either try again next year, or it would shrivel up and die. It's probably dangerous, because you probably shouldn't let those roots keep going, because eventually they end up in your pipes. No matter where they are, they find your pipes and they end up there, and it costs you thousands of dollars. Got so much to look forward to. Hey, it's a new week. Nobody injured themselves on the Timberwolves this week, as far as I know. But the WNBA Finals did end. The Fever won 3-1 in the best-of-5 series, so sorry, Lynx. Won't talk about you for another year, probably. I did watch most of the game, though, which was tough, because that meant I was not watching the football game. No big deal, Pittsburgh. Sorry, Pittsburgh fans. Also, I had to put off watching Treme. Again, not a big deal. What happens there, though, is that if I don't watch it when it's on, there's that danger that I may never watch it. And I've kind of committed to watching the whole thing, every episode. It's kind of like Jersey Shore, really. If I were somehow to miss Jersey Shore, there's a good chance that I would never catch up. But we're only like in the last season of Jersey Shore, so I'm going to make it. And as far as Treme, there's this season. It's half over now, right? And then there's going to be an abbreviated next season, and then that's over. So I think I'm good on that one, too. There is, of course, the underlying assumption that I will live that long. Yeah. So, what do we got? Nothing. Speaking of conflicting television, there's a big debate tonight. There's also a Monday Night Football game, Game 7 of the National League Series. Oh, and there's Raw. So what am I going to do? I'll probably watch the first hour of Raw, and then switch to the debate, and then catch Raw on the DVR after. Maybe. The thing with the debates is I like sticking on CNN, and they like to go for a couple hours talking about it afterward. I need to wash my hair, too. I don't know when that's going to happen. So we'll see. The whole point of the debate, though, it's almost criminal that there's only 2 guys in that debate. And God bless Gary Johnson. He's trying. He's filing lawsuit after lawsuit to try to get somebody to give him a break. I don't consider Larry King a break. It was for Ross Perot 20 years ago, but Larry King today ain't Larry King of 20 years ago. Appearing on the internet on a show nobody watches Yep. There is another alternative debate. I think it's tomorrow. But again, it's peanuts compared to this one that everybody's going to watch, that everybody's going to talk about. Oh, God, are they going to talk about it? I missed the second debate because I was at the Timberwolves game, and I couldn't bring myself to watch it because unless I'm on Twitter watching in real time with the rest of the world, it's kind of pointless. I'm not going to vote for either of these two dudes anyway, so it's not like I have a dog in the fight, but it's just fun seeing my friends on both sides of the aisle, my friends, fall over themselves to pounce on every little thing that they think is a big deal. And the truth is that the dumbest people of all, the people who have not made up their minds, don't care about any of this stuff. So it's a bunch of people, a bunch of idiots on the left preaching to their fellow idiots on the left friends. And then there's a bunch of idiots on the right preaching to their fellow idiots on the right side. It just seems more negative than positive. I'm certainly more negative than positive. Don't vote for either of those two dudes. They're the same dude, man. They have the same policies. No matter what you think. Gotta go outside the box. Gotta vote for Gary Johnson. What a compelling argument I make. If Gary Johnson were in the debate, though, he'd be all they would be talking about. And he'd go from nothing to something. I'm not even sure where he's at right now because nobody will talk about it. I got a call over the weekend from a pollster. I think it was a pollster for hire, working for Big Pharma, actually, to check on Obamacare. They asked me, the question was, if you were to vote for president tomorrow, would you vote Democrat, Republican, or not vote? I couldn't believe those are the choices. So I said, I'm voting Libertarian. And of course, she didn't know what to do with that. What box do you put that in? You can't. So, by its very nature, the poll is flawed. If you were dumb enough to call me, you better have the choice that I'm making. I'm not trying to rewrite the rules here. But if you give me three choices and none of them are my choice, I got to give you my choice. They also wanted to know who I was going to vote for senator. Senator Klobuchar in Minnesota is running against Kurt Bills, who is a Ron Paul guy, so I will give the Republicans that vote. I don't even know if anybody else is running in that or not, to be honest. I think not, because they would have been in the debates. Our Independence Party has pretty much disappeared, having gone from, I think they were a bastion of Perot's Reform Party, and I believe Governor Ventura ran on the Reform ticket. But then they kind of became the IP. Their animal was the Orange Buffalo. And they slowly withered away to nothingness because they weren't the Republicans and the Democrats. I'm sorry, the GOP and the DFL, Minnesotan. This concludes today's lesson of local government you don't care about. If Gary Johnson really gets people excited, maybe the Libertarian Party will come back in Minnesota, and maybe I'll have to work for it. Or be a candidate. That would be fun. I am just dumb enough to volunteer to be a candidate if no one else will do it. But there's probably someone else to do it, and probably someone who would care a lot more and actually put work in and hustle. And I'm very lazy. I think you figured that out about me. Just look at the wonderful production I'm running here. But running for office would be a great way to increase my Twitter followers. So there is that. But that's for the next election. We still got to get through this one, baby. My time is up. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kevin, once again for telling me which ad was being displayed as you watched it on Google+. It was Learn Hebrew in 10 Easy Steps, I think, which I have no idea why. But we'll see you tomorrow. L'chaim. Thanks for watching.